Hello folks, how are you doing? Fascinating, isn't it, what's happening to Liverpool with regards to our movie star, Luis Suarez. Jesus Christ. Well, I said that things would get moving. I said that things would turn ugly. And I've been proved right. Where do we start? It's moved so fast that amazing. Well, I hope you realize that it's a sarcastic smile on my face. So, basically it all started with Luis Suarez kind of faking an injury, a foot injury. Yeah, my ass, yeah. Like as if Luis Suarez gets injured. He's never injured. Never, ever injured. So from the moment that there was an injury announced to the foot of Luis Suarez, I knew that the firecrackers would soon blow up. And it's exactly what happened. And the strange thing with Luis Suarez, you see, he acts really like a 3-year-old child. You know, the small child that as soon as you're off, they wait before you go, and they're in hiding where they do all their stuffs, you know. It's exactly the way Luis Suarez acts. What I mean by this is that he spoke out about his Liverpool future when he was 1,000 kilometers away from Liverpool, back in Uruguay or the Confederations Cup or wherever it was, and he decided to speak out when he was no longer with the team. The team went to Vålerenga in Norway, and he stayed behind for his foot injury. So he gave that explosive interview to The Guardian and The Telegraph, asking to set him free. Set me free. Let me live. Basically, to cut a long story short, he accused Brendan Rodgers of breaking promises. Notably that he was promised a departure to a Champions League team if Liverpool didn't make the top 4, and that a £40 million offer would be enough, whatever the team. So the strange thing in his interview also is that he said that he thought that the Liverpool fans would understand his decision. They wouldn't be angry with him. Liverpool have a reputation of doing things the right way. And basically he just wants a promise made to him fulfilled. So the reaction from Brendan Rodgers after the Vålerenga game, pre-season game, was, you could guess the reaction. Never. Brendan Rodgers denied making a promise to Luis Suarez, and that he would take decisive, strong action against the player. So right now where we stand is that Luis Suarez, the 3-year-old child, has been punished, training on his own. But there was still something left in this massive movie saga. Interesting, fascinating saga. The big boss spoke out, John Henry, yesterday. Said that Luis Suarez is not for sale for at any price at any other club. That basically it was too late for him to leave now. Liverpool wouldn't have time to find a replacement. And Brendan Rodgers will deal with the player. with regards to his playing future at the club. So, my opinion on all this shit is very simple. It's like I said before, guys. I think both parties are wrong in all this. Both parties are wrong. Refer to if you're subscribed to my channel, go to my YouTube video, Luis Suarez against Brendan Rodgers, the blame game. It's exactly what I thought, it's exactly what I said, it's exactly what happened. Both parties are wrong. Like I said before, Luis Suarez's problem is a honesty issue. None of this bullshit would have happened if he didn't come out with all this media harassment bullshit. If he was just honest about it, wanting to leave to play in the Champions League because he's ambitious, because he wants to win trophies. That's all. So none of this would have happened. No one would have begrudged him to wanting to leave. Even, I think, if it was to Arsenal, the Liverpool fans would have fully understood. So it's a honesty issue with regards to Luis Suarez. That's all. Full stop. I don't agree with the loyalty and all this. I've spoken about it. I won't go over this again. Because like he said himself, he did his job. He scored the goals. He delivered on the pitch. So it's a fair deal. He doesn't owe Liverpool anything. And it's not because Liverpool backed him in all his controversies that he needs to give them one more year. I don't agree. In fact, I agree with Luis Suarez on this point. Some people say that it's his job. He's paid to do this. I don't agree also. For sure, he's contracted to Liverpool. He's a football player, and he's paid to score goals. But at the end of the day, no one can fault him for lacking commitment on the pitch, at least last season. And he delivered. Full stop. He delivered. He gave more than 100% every time he played. And he scored the 30 goals. So he did everything he could to improve Liverpool's result on the pitch. So on this point, I don't disagree with him. I don't disagree also when he talks about his ambition, about his age. I also talked about this. He's not getting any younger. A player's career is short. And no one can fault him for wanting to test him at the highest level, which is the Champions League. And no one can fault Luis Suarez for questioning, at the very least, questioning Liverpool's footballing ambition with their transfer activity so far this summer. So, Luis Suarez partly wrong, but partly right also. As for Liverpool, partly wrong and partly right also. Partly right in their, well, I talked also before about the way Arsene Wenger is really taking the piss with his confidentiality and being respectful in all his dealings. What a load of fucking bullshit to this. So I respect and admire Liverpool for not letting Luis Suarez leaving on the cheap. At the end of the day, he's a very good footballing player. Forget about his human qualities. He's a very high quality player and he has a price, and it's certainly not 40 million plus £1 in the current market. So full marks to Liverpool for keeping strong about the valuation, but at the same time you've got to question Liverpool's credibility with regards to their ambition on the football pitch. I'm sorry, it's not enough. The 4 players brought in is good for the squad. Good players, well, even good players, we have to wait and see. It's not the the performance in some meaningless pre-season friendlies where I will make my judgment. We'll have to see when the season starts. But like I said before, I'm more than 90% sure it's not enough. The Liverpool team is not good enough to finish in the top 4. This is what Luis Suarez is thinking. And like I said also before, if Liverpool brought in more high quality players, maybe he would have thought twice before talking about ambition. Because right now Liverpool are not, with regards to credibility, a big zero on footballing terms. I'm sorry, it's not enough. I was funny when I read John Henry quotes, not about the not for sale stance with regards to Luis Suarez, but I think 24 hours before, he said that we don't like to sell, we like to buy stuff. Stuff? Like to buy stuff? What's he talking about? It's not called stuff, John Henry. It's called high quality players. So how can you... I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, guys. But again, refer to my video, Brandon Rodgers against Luis Suarez, the blame game. I already talked about all this saga in this video. It was, I think, some 2 weeks ago. And it's exactly what happened. I said that things would turn ugly. It has. And I said that Luis Suarez was questioning that Liverpool didn't match Luis Suarez's footballing ambition. This has proved correct. And that's it, guys. So where do we go from there? My main concern again is not Luis Suarez, is not John Henry, is not all this bullshit. It's the transfer window. Time flies. We can already see the counter on Sky Sports News. 24 days, 8 hours, 28 minutes and 5 seconds left. So time is fucking running out. Get moving. Buy the players, because it's clearly not good enough to finish in the top 4. With or without Luis Suarez. Now, the thing is, do I believe John Henry? Many reports or many people saying that he kind of said exactly the same thing a few days before Fernando Torres left for Chelsea. He said that he didn't want to sell. Fernando Torres wasn't for sale at any price. And a few days after, Torres was gone to Chelsea. But I think it's a different situation now, guys. We cannot compare the situations. Because for the simple fact that with regards to when Fernando Torres went to Chelsea, the Luis Suarez deal was already done with Ajax, and we bought Andy Carroll. Whether it was a stupid deal or not, £35 million or not, the replacements, I think it's about a replacement issue. And this is why I think it's a different situation. So I think we can believe John Henry when he says that Luis Suarez will not be sold to any English club. Things might be different if a club from overseas with the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona or Bayern Munich come in with a ridiculous offer. I think things could change with regards to this. However, it does look highly unlikely. The strange thing is that Luis Suarez also has to sort himself out from a personal and human point of view, because all these teams, so all his footballing, undeniable talent, none of these big teams from overseas have shown interest in him. I think they are interested, but they are not prepared to gamble and pay a high premium for Luis Suarez services, considering all the shit that is going through Liverpool out of the football pitch. So Luis Suarez also has a lot of sorting out to do with regards to himself on a personal point of view. So that's it, guys. That's what I wanted to tell you. My main concern again is not what will happen to Luis Suarez, is not what John Henry has said. Back up those words and buy the players. Time is running out. Just buy the fucking players for Liverpool to at the very least stand a chance to finish in the top 4. So that's it, guys. No more news about the Costa deal. Rumors that he's not quite impressed with Liverpool's offer. Maybe the money offered is not enough. I don't know. Definitely, there's the issue that Liverpool are not in the Champions League, not in Europe at all, in fact. But I think usually when you put the money, you get what you get. Occasionally, you have to. It's a gamble. There's an obvious element of gamble in all transfers, but sometimes you have to pay a high premium to get what you want. And like I said, we'll have to see what happens. So before I leave, what I wanted to say, Jesus Christ, I forgot. Yes, many people are saying that it's not all about the money, the reckless spending and all this, but they also say that it's about footballing ambition. Players are simply not interested to come to Liverpool because we are not in Europe. I don't agree with this also. Where was Manchester City before the Sheikh Mansour took over? How the hell is a player like Falcao playing in Monaco today? Money talks, guys. Money talks. So this is what I wanted to say before I end my video. Leave your comments and let me know what you think. And let's wait for another exciting episode of the Luis Suarez saga. Take care, guys. Bye.